You know, the thing is, I love the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa credit card. If you love that credit card also, you want to listen on, because in today's conversation, I'll share with you the top 7 tricks that get you pre-approved without a hard pull. Welcome, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to share with you the top 7 tricks that get you pre-approved without a hard pull when it comes to the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa credit card. So here are the steps. Very important. You need to follow the steps, okay? Number 1, Honors Advantage. There's a program called the Honors Advantage program, okay, at PenFed. You want to become a member into this program. Very important. And there are 2 options whereby you can apply for a membership and qualifying. So really, you have to be a PenFed member first. But once you are a member, you want to upgrade to a higher tier and you want to become an Honors Advantage member. Okay, you can either you can become a member through checking accounts. So you have to have and maintain something called the PenFed Access America account. I want to repeat, you want to have a PenFed Access America account, not any kind of account. Okay, so once you do that, you want to put some cash into the account, and that's really fine. And so you can either become a member through that, or you can become a member through your military service. Very important. So military service of the primary applicants, I'm talking about active duty, reserve, honorably discharged, or retired, can actually help you become a member of, become an Honors Advantage member. And the only thing is that once you become a member of that program, it's just fantastic. You have access to preferential treatments. PenFed doesn't say that, but one thing we have seen in our research, and also as after being part of this credit union for the last 30 years, is that you'll receive preferential treatment. I mean, our team members have been members of the top 5 military credit unions in the United States for the last 30 years. 30 years. Who's talking about? Navy Fed, PenFed, Service Credit Union, Andrews, and USAA. Even though, again, USAA is not technically a credit union, it is still a military financial institution. So it really counts. You want to become today. If you're not part of that program, you want to become an Honors Advantage member. Very important. So here are a few pro tips. You want to open an account, and again, the account is what? PenFed America, Access America account. Okay. Or if you're in the military, you want to enter into that program. Okay. And once you're in, you want to keep your balances decent. Okay. You want to have direct deposit. I'll talk about that later on. But once you have that, you will get a link to the pre-qualification for the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa. You can actually get pre-approved without a hard pull if you direct deposit your salary in full or partially through PenFed. Okay, I mean, we always say this on the show. People talk about, well, you know, I'm just going to keep a minimal relationship with PenFed. Hey, listen. If you aren't putting your cash with PenFed, they're not going to reciprocate. It's a win-win situation here, okay? So when I'm talking about depositing your salary at PenFed, it has multiple benefits. It's really important. I'm not asking you to deposit all your 100% salary here. If you're not comfortable with that option, hey, listen, you can just maybe deposit 40% or 45% or whatnot. But the thing is, you gotta have a little presence with PenFed. You gotta deposit some cash. Especially if you have a skinny FICO score, you want to make sure that you have some kind of a monetary involvement, some kind of monetary movement. So deposit money with PenFed, so PenFed can know. PenFed knows who you're working with. PenFed knows how much you're making, and PenFed knows actually the frequency of your pay. This is very important because PenFed is going to take that into account when pre-qualifying you. Okay, it's very important. And there are a lot of benefits of direct deposits for employees. I mean, you don't have to go somewhere to cash your checks. You don't have to be in the office to get paid. You don't need to worry about asking to reissue lost or stolen checks. The money is right into your account, and you can control where your money goes. Okay, so this is really important. So you want to set direct deposit, and you want to update your income information in your PenFed dashboard, so the institution can see that what you put as your income actually is reflected in your bi-weekly or in your monthly monetary movements. In other words, what you say you make is in sync with what actually comes into your account. Okay, so here is a winner strategy. Right now, today, I want you to go and talk to the HR department in your company. And actually, you want to fill out the form, and you want to fill out the form to partially or totally transfer your direct deposit, set your direct deposit to come into your PenFed and preferably your PenFed Access America account. Access America accounts. Okay, very important. So once you set that, you want to go next and go to your account dashboard where it says your income, whatever. You want to update that information there, so PenFed knows you're not making 20 grand anymore. You're making 40 grand now. You're making 50 grand now. You're making 60 grand now. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. The third trick to actually pre-qualify for the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa without a hard pull is if you have high income. If you have high income, listen, you want to actually do the trick I just told you about. You can call PenFed. Hey, I'm here. My name is John Doe, and I'm making 40 grand. Before, when I started with you guys 3 years ago, I was making 25 grand. Now my money went up to 48,000, and I have proof to back it up. That's what it is. You can give them a call, or as I said earlier, you can actually go to a branch. You want to take your income information with you. You want to go to a branch and show them, okay? Or you can update your income online. It's all about substantiating whatever you're putting forward, okay? Don't you ever rely on a loan application or credit card application. No. Okay, not only is it federal, is it a federal felony, but it's also really bad. I mean, it's not really, So, whatever you put, make sure that you are able to substantiate it. How do you prove it? Well, your tax returns, right? We are talking about your pay stub, right? We're talking about your 1099, right? We're talking about your W-2, right? We're talking about your bank statements, right? So there is a whole constellation of documents that you can put forward to explain to PenFed that you are making a lot of cash, okay? And what I'm trying to say here is that you want your hard work to be acknowledged. You want your hard work to be recognized. If you're busting your ass making a lot of cash, people need to know about it. At PenFed, they need to know that, hey, listen, this person ain't making $25,000 anymore. He or she is making 40,000 or 100 grand right now, and we better give him or her the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa with the high limits, of course, right? So there are a lot of ways you can increase income, and that's the context you want to put yourself into, okay? A lot of ways you can increase income. Don't you just wait for your 9 to 5 to give you the cash you need for your life. No, try to look for innovative ways to make extra cash. It's all about ultimately reducing your DTI, your debt to income ratio, reducing your CUR, your credit utilization ratio, okay? And it's important that you find additional ways to make money. Turn your hobby into a business. Ask for a raise. Teach what you know. Become an online tutor, okay? Rent out a room in your house. You never know. Boss, I'm talking to you. Dad, I'm talking to you. Mom, I'm talking to you. Okay, I ain't talking to just a regular person. I'm talking to you, a person with responsibilities, a person with bills to pay. I'm talking to you. Okay, go back to school. You want to upgrade your skills in a business, in a field. Who knows? Look out for a new job. You never know. So I want you to be in a very dynamic situation. In and out, in and out, in and out. Move it. You want to move. Okay, get a second job. Who knows? Let's talk about PenFed banking. All right. If our strategy is to get pre-qualified for the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa credit card without a hard pull, we want to actually reinforce our relationship with the institution. I don't care, if you have a FICO score of 800 or if you have a FICO score of a 650 or 350 for that matter, if you don't have a strong relationship with PenFed, you're not going to qualify. You're not going to pre-qualify for the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa credit card or any credit products from PenFed for that matter. Let's just face it. I've said this before, especially if you have a tiny ass FICO score, you better put a lot of cash into PenFed accounts. So they will look at you in terms of, hey, listen, this person has a bad credit score, so really, and we want to mitigate risk, we want to cover our ass too, but he or she has a lot of cash in our accounts. So that's kind of cool. You want to strike the proper balance between your assets and your liabilities. Very important. So you want to buttress your banking relationship with PenFed. Okay. The cool thing is PenFed has a lot of pros and a few cons. First of all, pros: checking accounts that earns interest, access to more than 85,000 free ATMs. They have a good APY. This is an annual percentage yield on premium savings account, and you have early direct deposit. Don't forget, the accounts you want to target here is the Access America account. That's what gets you the Honors Advantage membership. Okay, and here are a few cons. Minimum deposit on money market certificate is high, and they don't participate in insured credit union branches, and they have high non-sufficient funds fee. They will charge you $30. Okay, but the thing is, you want to manage your cash properly so you don't get into trouble here. Okay, and in terms of PenFed relationship, why it is really important, PenFed has a constellation of products that are of use to you, that could be of use to you. For example, we have the premium online savings account. Talk to me about that. You have pretty good interest rate APYs on that, 0.75. In this environment, if you ask me now, in this environment, I'm talking about this environment, 0.75, 1%, 1.5%. This is pretty cool. Okay, and their mobile app, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, works all the time. We have tried it time and again, has a lot of reviews. The overall banking experience at the PenFed is fantastic also. Okay, right now they are the number 2 in terms of military credit union, but they are kicking ass. They are really coming strong. So overall, this is a great institution. Now, here's another trick. If you want to actually get the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa credit card and you want it to be pre-approved without a hard pull, you have to improve your PenFed Next Gen internal score. Now, the thing about this score is that it's basically a score that PenFed calculates internally. Okay, and basically they don't communicate this to you. They never do until or unless you apply for credit, and they have to reply to you why they denied you. Okay, and depending on where you live in the States, it really they don't really always communicate that. No, but one thing I want to tell you here is that your PenFed Next Gen internal score is as important as is the Navy Fed's internal score. Okay, and but the PenFed internal score, the Next Gen internal score, goes from 300 to 850, similar to your FICO score. Okay, so you want to pay attention to your recent credit inquiries. Okay, I'm showing you here how to improve your PenFed Next Gen internal score. So you want to make sure that you have as few recent credit inquiries as possible. You want to make sure that the ratio of new credit accounts to the total accounts open in the last 18 months is very low, very important, right? So PenFed doesn't look at you as a high risk. The number of outstanding PenFed credit accounts in general has to be low. And here I'm speaking about loans from PenFed, lines of credit, credit cards, mortgages, student loans, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Throughout your relationship with PenFed, please maintain a clean check system record. Maintain a clean check system record. A lot of folks think, I'm just walking around and just making sure that I have a strong relationship with PenFed. Okay, but what about your relationship with other banks? Because if you're just playing games with the other banks, you are just accumulating NSF events, non-sufficient fund events. You are accumulating overdrafts at Chase or Wells Fargo or whatnot. PenFed will know about this because they have a membership. They have a membership with. They have signed up with check system, and they continually check the profiles of their members. So if they realize that you are playing games with other banks, you're not paying your due, your balances dues, this could affect your PenFed Next Gen internal score automatically and systematically. Okay, they also look at the newness of your credit history. So if you're kind of new, your PenFed Next Gen internal score will be low. Okay, so big decision time, boss. I want you to take all the steps you need today to improve your PenFed Next Gen internal score so that you are able to get the pre-qualification links that you need to the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa credit card. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweet Kiwi Show. We are still talking today about the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa credit card. And here are the top 7 tricks that get you pre-approved without a hard pull, okay? And I want to talk to you now about your FICO score. So your FICO score works the same way as your PenFed Next Gen internal score. The only difference is, and this is a big one, is that your FICO score is a public metric. You can access it, you can see it, you can work on it, you can improve it, right? And it's important for you to continually boost your FICO score. I don't care where you at right now. I don't care if you're in 630 or you're 730 or 830. You want to continually boost your credit score, because it is not the destination that counts. It is the journey itself. Okay, you want to review your credit report for mistakes. When was the last time you checked your credit report? Boss, I'm talking to you. Hey, I'm talking to you. You just walk around and telling everybody, I think I'm around 600. No. Don't play that game with your credit score. With your credit score, you need to know your credit score as clearly as you know the first name of your son or daughter. Yeah. If I ask you what's your credit score, you better be able to tell me, hey, listen, I am a 640. The last time I checked, which should not be too long, probably you checked last week or 2 weeks ago. The last time I checked, I was at 640. Give me a straight number. Don't give me a range. Okay, this ain't no question. This ain't no answer to a question about salary expectations at work. No. So you need to, if you have any doubts about your credit score and reports, you want to visit a website called annualcreditreport.com. This is really basically the website that allows you to have access to your FICO score and reports on all 3 CRAs, credit reporting agencies. I'm talking about Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Okay, and you have access to that once a year, and this is pretty cool. Or you can sign up for free services, which is fine also. I'm talking about Credit Karma, Nerd Wallet, Wallet Hub, or your credit card issuer too. And you can also participate in rent reporting. Yeah, rent reporting is kind of cool. We have done a series of videos about the subject, and if you're able to, if you want to build your credit score faster, consider reporting rent. So you want to ask for a credit limit increase on your current cards also. This could also help you, right? You can take out another card if it fits within your spending patterns. This is really good. And one thing I want to say right off the bat, never miss a payment. Bob, I'm talking to you. Nelly, are you there? Okay, yeah. You got to never miss a payment. I don't want you to miss a payment if you want to boost your FICO score. Last thing you want to pay attention to is your CUR. I know that people always say, well, how can I boost my CUR if I'm having financial problems? Well, if you're having financial problems, do not apply for the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa credit card. If you want to be pre-qualified for that credit card, you just want to make sure you have a low CUR. What is CUR, by the way? It's just your credit utilization ratio. And I'm talking about if you already have one or two PenFed credit cards, you want to reduce the CUR on those credit cards. But most importantly, you want to reduce your CUR across all cards. Okay, remember that your CUR is a quintessential metric when it comes to evaluating you as a risk, as a credit risk. Okay, we're not talking about, see here, I'm not talking to you about your FICO score or how much money you're making. I mean, you could be making $1 million a year and have a CUR of 70% or 80%, and you will never be approved for a credit card unless you use your relationships with the banks. What I'm trying to say here is what? Your CUR basically means that you take your available credit you put it at the bottom of the fraction, and you divide whatever you have charged on the credit card over your available credit. That's what it is. Okay. So one thing is that if you, let's say you have a 1,000 available credit and you have spent $500, your credit utilization is then 50%, right? 500 divided by 1,000 multiplied by 100 to account for the percentage. And the thing is, you want to actually keep your CUR around 30 to 35%. Okay. And so if you want to calculate your utilization ratio, in other words, if you want to reduce it over time, decrease your debt. Okay, decrease whatever you charge on a credit card. This sounds like logical, but we have to repeat it because people don't do it in real life. You have to decrease your debt. You have to fight against debt. Get a new credit card. Increase your limits if you can, okay? And know when you are being reported to the credit bureaus, so you know how to play the game, the timing game, okay? You want to know your spending and set up balance alerts. That's kind of cool. Lower your interest rates, for example, boss, okay? Don't close out the card. No. Increase your payments. If you're paying $25 before because they told you minimum due is $25, pay more than that, okay? And consider a personal loan if that helps you. And you can do a lot of things also to improve your credit. I've told you before, making on-time payments. You want to pay down your revolving credit card bills. Don't apply to get multiple cards and loans at the same time. And continually review your credit reports. Very important. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was talking to you about the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa credit card, and I explained to you the top 7 tricks that get you pre-approved without a hard pull. So, honors advantage, number 1. Number 2, direct deposit. Number 3, high income. Number 4, PenFed banking. Number 5, your PenFed Next Gen internal score. Number 6, your FICO score. And number 7, your credit utilization ratio. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.